Hello world. Welcome to the Dopamine Revolution podcast. I'm your host, Sean David Cohen. Today's hot topic is the dopamine rollercoaster. This is the ultimate symbiosis of mind and body, where we promote and protect the holy grail of brain juice, the elixir of life, dopamine. Welcome, folks. This is the High Frequency Holistic Living Network. We're going to cover the dopamine roller coaster today. All the unhealthy, addictive dopamine catapults, including sugar, alcohol, nicotine, and high-dose caffeine drinks. That's what we're covering today. We're going to help you with exit strategies if you're addicted to those, because they are fueling disease and disorder in your body, including leaky gut syndrome and leaky brain syndrome. Hardly anybody's heard of that, but it is rising to the surface of the health and wellness realm. Leaky gut syndrome. I covered it in my new book, The Dopamine Revolution. It's on Amazon. It's in Barnes & Noble. Paperback, ebook, but I'm giving it all away for free because that's how I roll. I'm giving it all away for free in these podcasts, one at a time, every day. I do a podcast every day of my life now, including Sundays. Every day, 15 minutes. Once in a while I go over. This is prime time, holistic living. You can practice these strategies every day. Put them to use all day, every day, and the reward is relentless. It's forever. It's always given. It's the gift that keeps on giving, like the cousin said in Christmas Vacation. Clark, it's the gift that keeps on giving. It's like the Jello of the Month Club. Okay, so we're going to jump right in. I'm going to talk about the law of diminishing returns. The law of diminishing returns. You've probably heard it before. Might not know how it applies to these unhealthy, addictive dopamine catapults, these bad habits. And habit's a bad word. It's a dirty word, but we can turn it into a good word, a happy word. I have good habits. They're more like rituals. Good habits every day. Bunch of good habits. Probably 50 good habits. I could just rail off. Maybe I'll do a whole podcast one day. Good habits. Maybe tomorrow. The law of diminishing returns. That's when you do more of something and it produces less and less results. So you do more of something and it produces less and less results. You need more of it. Whatever it is you're doing, in this case, we're talking about sugar, alcohol, nicotine, or high-dose caffeine, giving you dopamine boosts, big time, and then punishing you later. And we're going to get into that. But what happens is you have to, with those punishing dopamine boosts, you have to, over time, do more and more of them, more frequently, and more intensely. Most people will increase the concentration of what they're using. They'll do it more often, more of it. And the payoff, the punishment is long-term dopamine decreasing production. Less and less. Your dopamine, your system, your liver produces most of your dopamine, and it's going to slow down and stop producing it, waiting for those stimulants. They're all short-term stimulants and long-term depressants. All of those, sugar, alcohol, nicotine, and high-dose caffeine. Short-term stimulants, long-term depressants. So they pick you up for a little while, an hour or two or three, and they drop you off with a hangover. And the long-term illness, disease, disorder is depression and stress and anxiety and everything that comes along with that, with low dopamine production, waiting for the stimulus. It's waiting. Your body is like, why am I going to keep doing this? Why do I need to try and make any effort to produce dopamine when you're going to feed me these drugs? Because sugar's a drug. Sugar's a drug. Look it up. Sugar is a drug. Put it in your search engine, Brave search. Sugar's a drug. It's addicting. It's as addicting as nicotine. It's almost as addicting as heroin and cocaine and methamphetamines. You start breaking bad on it, the methamphetamines. You start breaking bad on that nicotine. Yeah, these days you see the youth. We didn't have vaping 10 years ago. I'm in my 50s. There was no vaping. It didn't exist 12 years ago. There was no vaping. And it got a bad name right out of the gate because people were quitting cigarettes and vaping. And the big tobacco did not want everybody quitting cigarettes. There's like billions of dollars in cigarette sales. They didn't like that at all. It was actually better for you, or less damaging, I should say, to vape than to smoke cigarettes because you're not getting the pesticides and the ammonia and the bleach and all the funk the commercial cigarette manufacturers plug into their cancer sticks. You were still getting some vegetable alcohol, maybe some artificial food flavorings, and you're still getting that vape in your lungs. You could get popcorn lung, they called it, from the vegetable alcohol. And then the nicotine constricts your blood vessels. So when you get addicted to nicotine, the worst thing about it is that your blood vessels are constricting and they're delivering less oxygen and nutrients throughout your entire body and brain. That's the worst part. And I've been studying nicotine addiction and its effects for 15, 17 years. I'm an expert on cigarettes, on cancer sticks, destroying people. I'm an expert. I may be one of the world's leading experts on how cigarettes destroy you and how to stop smoking them, how to get off of the nicotine addiction. I've been studying it forever. I taught a free class on it at the local library. I invented natural remedy products for quitting smoking. I wrote a book. It's published about it. In actuality, it's very surprising, but a lot of the chemicals in cigarettes are in conventional food. They're in there. The ammonia, the bleach. They use those for meats, conventional meat. They use ammonia and bleach. Yep, they're in there. The pesticides to kill the hornworms that destroy tobacco. It's GMO'd. The tobacco is GMO'd, genetically modified. So then there's extreme energy drinks. The extreme energy drinks are brutal, okay? So I'm a coffee lover. I drink coffee. They say up to about 400 milligrams a day of caffeine is okay, can be healthy for you if you exercise some, if you're active, you have an active lifestyle, which I do. But there's about 80 milligrams in a cup of coffee, about 80 milligrams. And if you drink Red Bull, if you like Red Bull, that's equivalent to a cup of coffee. It's about 80 milligrams in a little can of Red Bull. But you definitely don't want to just inhale them. But then we're going to up the ante and go to Monster energy drinks and Rockstar, which have 160 milligrams in a serving or a can. 160. So it's 2 cups of coffee, strong coffee. Yeah. Did you know that medium roast coffee has a stronger dose of caffeine than dark roast? I always thought dark roast was stronger, but it's not. The medium roast is stronger. Then we have Bang Energy. No, I skipped one. Jolt Cola. Jolt Cola. 200 milligrams of caffeine in a Jolt. 2.5 cups of coffee in 1 can. Drink that quick and see how you feel. Talk about edgy and cranky and nervous. You get the caffeine crankiness. I went through that in college with my roommate. We started fighting. We're like, why are we fighting? We're best friends. It was the coffee. We were staying up all night studying for exams, drinking a boatload of coffee. And we would detox. We'd be coming off the coffee and have headaches. You ever had coffee headache? We'd have coffee headaches, and we got cranky. We got edgy. Started fighting. That's your dopamine detox right there. Unhealthy, addictive dopamine catapults. And that takes us to Bang energy drinks. Take a guess. Right now, I'll give you 3 seconds. Guess how many milligrams of caffeine are in Bang energy. Nope. You're wrong. 300 milligrams. 4 cups of coffee in 1 can. Drink that quickly. See how you feel. See how you treat everybody. See if anybody wants to hang out with you at all. Bang. Yeah. Good name. Bang Energy. Bang. Because there goes your dopamine supply. You want to catapult that leaky brain syndrome into full effect right away. Go ahead and tell your liver, hey, quit producing dopamine altogether. We're just going to drink Bang Energy every day. And then you have alcohol and sugar. I'll cover sugar first. Sugar increases your risk of heart disease. It causes obesity, causes type 2 diabetes, causes depression, impacts your mental health. Sugar. Imagine that. Causes acne. Causes aging. Accelerates the aging process. Sugar does. Another unhealthy, addictive dopamine catapult, sugar. You can counter it. You can replace and replenish. You can replace it with superfoods. They'll boost your dopamine. They're non-addictive. No crash. Superfoods. I've got my coffee. I'm a coffee lover, and I've got some great coffee products to my left. I'm going to hold them up for the video watchers and the listeners. I'll describe the products that I use for my coffee. I have 3 or 4 cups a day. Love it. And I keep it as healthy as possible. It's not difficult. It's a good habit. A great habit. Sugar crash is the dopamine roller coaster. It's real. You ride on a roller coaster, you go up the big hill, and you come down just as far. The big screaming dip when you drop off of that big hill. The roller coaster. It's scary, isn't it? People screaming. Just like the dopamine drop off. The dopamine roller coaster. You don't want to ride it. See, superfoods and supplements that boost your dopamine and whole foods, like beets and watermelon and leafy greens and wild-caught salmon, vitamin B12, mucuna, purines, L-theanine, medicinal mushrooms, probiotics, enzymes, all of these things boost dopamine, but there's no crash. It just slowly tapers off, and there's no addiction. You're not dying to have more, but you should have more, but you're not dying for it. And if you stop eating them, your body still produces dopamine. So you're still going to get your dopamine. You're just not going to be totally focused and totally energetic, using 100% of your brain and loving your workouts if you don't boost it some. So then there's alcohol. Alcohol damages your liver. There is no amount that's safe. I read that this morning. yesterday. There's no amount that's safe to consume. Beer, liquor, wine, it doesn't matter. Whiskey. It's bad for your metabolism. You get beer belly. It's bad for your gut health. It blows up your gut microbiome. And it's bad for your heart. Over the long term, alcohol addiction can lead to 200 different diseases, including in the liver and pancreas. Cancers. Yep, no safe level there. Could lead to breast cancer, liver cancer, throat cancer is popular with alcoholics. And look at that, we're past the 15-minute mark already. I got another 2 minutes for you. I'm going to go over some awesome products for if you're a coffee lover or maybe tea. You can do the same. Go out and buy these consistently. I never run out of my coffee and creamer. So here's one. I love cream in my coffee. I can't drink it black. I tried that. It's very difficult. I don't know how people do it. But Califia Farms makes a toasted hazelnut and vanilla and some other flavors. I do love my hazelnut. Toasted hazelnut almond creamer. It's got a little bit of sugar, not much. I'll look at it. No added sugars. Look at that, folks. Always read the back. Always read the labels. Added sugars. There's where the poison is, because fruit has natural sugar that's attached to the fiber. It's easier to digest. It's easier on your body. You want to look for added sugars and keep it low. Keep it low, like 2%, 4% if you see that. Organic MCT oil. Here's organic MCT oil. I put that in my coffee. Awesome. It gives it that smoothness, and it's good for brain health. Good for your dopamine. It's omega-3s. High, rich in omega-3s. It comes from coconuts. MCT oil, the kind I get, comes from coconuts. Here's a coffee. The grounded beans I use. Think 4 Sigmatic makes it. Think organic cold brew coffee with lion's mane, mushroom, and yacon. Not sure what that is. Helps with mental focus and energy. This is the dark roast. Absolutely delicious. It says cold coffee, cold brew. I make it hot. I put it in my percolator. Love it. And here's another creamer. This is delicious. Superfood creamer by Laird. Sweet and creamy. Awesome. Awesome products. If you love coffee. Now, if you want to quit alcohol, nicotine, high-dose caffeine, and sugar, it's so simple. Nobody knows this. It's so simple to quit. All you do is boost your dopamine naturally with very intense, very potent, I should use the word potent, dopamine-boosting superfoods, herbal supplements, adaptogens. Here's my invention, dopamine gum. Dopamine gum. Go to nextlevelgum.com. You're going to see Dr. Habib, my business partner's picture on there. It's at his website. He's a holistic doctor, 30 years experience. Helped me invent this gum and produce it, promote it. And you're probably going to see it in the Natural News Health Store soon. Mike Adams is going to pick it up and put it in there, the Health Ranger. Okay, folks, let's wrap this one up. This is the Dopamine Revolution podcast. You know how I roll. The Dopamine Revolution podcast. Don't live your life like a canary in a coal mine. You don't have to live in a brain fog. Don't suffer from dopamine depletion, leaky brain, leaky gut. Feed your body superfoods. Your body wants superfoods. It wants them. Supplements, superfoods. They're not once in a whilers. They're all the timers. Eliminate unhealthy habits. Start good habits. Have good habits all day. This has been the Dopamine Rollercoaster on the Dopamine Revolution podcast. Fueling the elixir of life. dopamine, high frequency living. No negative energy here. No low frequency stuff. It's all high impact, potent, high personal frequency living. Stay on a high frequency, folks. That's where it's at. Thanks for tuning in. Have a phenomenal day.